This is Baseline: history, philosophy, and psychology in 3 minutes, where we slow things down and return to what matters beneath the noise. There was a time when attention wasn't something you had to defend, not because life was easier, but because fewer things were designed to pull you away from yourself. Today, you can feel it happening in real time. You open your phone for one reason and forget why you opened it. You sit down to work and suddenly you're checking messages. You hear silence and fill it automatically. It's not just bad habits, it's an environment. And historically, attention didn't become valuable by accident. It became valuable the moment it became sellable. In the early days of mass media, the business model was simple. Content grabbed attention, and attention was delivered to advertisers. Over time, this evolved into something more precise. Not just showing you information, but learning what keeps you looking. This is where modern psychology and neuroscience meet the market. Your brain is built to notice change, movement, novelty, social signals, potential threats, potential rewards. That's survival. But the same system that kept humans alive also makes you vulnerable to endless stimulation. Because attention is not only about focus, it's about prediction. The brain constantly asks, what matters next? And when an app provides endless novelty, your brain keeps answering, maybe this. Not because it's meaningful, because it's uncertain. And uncertainty is powerful. In behavioral science, variable rewards are especially sticky. When the reward is unpredictable, the brain stays engaged longer. That's why refreshing feels tempting, why scrolling doesn't feel complete, why just one more is never one more. This doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're human in a system that learned how humans work. And the result is subtle. You don't only lose time, you lose depth. You start consuming more but feeling less. You jump between thoughts but struggle to finish one. You carry the feeling of being behind it even when you're not. Because attention isn't just a tool, it shapes your inner life. What you repeatedly attend to becomes what your mind believes is important. So when your attention is constantly taken, your life starts to feel fragmented. Not dramatic, just scattered. Here's the philosophical part. Your attention is one of the few things that is truly yours. Not your plans, not your schedule, not even your mood, but the direction of your mind moment by moment. And that's why this matters. The quiet question behind modern life is not only, what do I want to do? It's, what is training me to want things in the first place? Returning to baseline doesn't require becoming perfect. It begins with a small act of resistance. Pausing before the next click. Noticing the urge to fill silence. Choosing one thing and staying with it a little longer than feels comfortable. Because the goal isn't to quit the modern world. It's to live in it without being owned by it. If this resonated with you, sit with it for a moment before moving on. This is Baseline, and sometimes returning to baseline is where clarity begins.